Hi everyone, Mrs. Basiaga here, and today I'm going to use Desmos to show us how to use scientific notation with a calculator. So on the left, I have the equation I'm trying to solve. This one comes from universal law of gravity. So on the right-hand side in Desmos, I've gone to desmos.com/calculator, and I'm going to enter 6.67 times, and for times I did the star button, times 10 caret will bring us up to this negative 11th power. Outside of the parentheses, I'm going to do my 60, 1,000, and notice when I do divide in this, it brings me down to the denominator. Now I'm going 1 squared. This gets me 0.000004. And I might want to write this as something like including all the zeros, or I can do powers of 10. Maybe I write this as 4 times 10 to the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting the decimal places from the left to the right so that the decimal ends up between the 4 and the 0. It moves 6 decimal places. So I could also call this force something like 4 times 10 to the negative 6th. Both answers are the same number, and it's just how you want to display it. However you want to display it, I'll know what you mean. All right, so let's make this a harder problem now. What if instead of having masses that were normal masses, this might be two large objects attracting each other at a distance of 1 meter, what if we started using astronomical masses, like the mass of the Earth and a radius in orbit around the Earth? Notice that g still stays the 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11th, but now I have these astronomically large masses and radii to deal with. So I'm still going to be able to use Desmos for this. I'm going to enter in 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11th, close the parentheses. Then mass of the Earth, 5.97 times 10 to the 24, close parentheses. Then 50. That's the mass of the Earth attracting the astronaut. Then when I hit the slash for divide, it's automatically going to correct my order of operations. So make sure to put parentheses here. That's 7 times 10 to the 8th meters. And it's the whole term squared. So make sure you leave the parentheses before putting in the square and then hit enter. Notice in this case, the force is 0.04. I'm probably not going to use scientific notation for that. That looks just fine. Now the same problem, if you want to use a graphing calculator instead of Desmos, you're going to go parentheses 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11th. Notice the caret button is here to bring the 10 to the negative 11th power. Close parentheses. Then take your mass of the Earth. That's 5.97 times 10 to the positive 24. The mass of your person, that was 50. And divide everything by the radius. In this case, that was 7 times 10 to the 8th, close parentheses, squared. Now, just be careful with the parentheses. Notice that in the denominator, we've got our little dash here for the denominator. We can see that we're only squaring the radius, not anything else. This is one of the things that makes it easier to see in Desmos because you'll be able to see that the denominator is correctly doing its order of operations. But notice it gives us the exact same answer either way. So for this unit, you're going to definitely need either a graphing calculator or to be able to go back and forth into Desmos as you're doing your work. Best of luck!